everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Trojans will kick it away first. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Ducks racing to the line in the hurry up. The back goes in motion. On third down, he drops the throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Slings it downfield. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Gets it out quickly. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
Coming after it. Working the middle, it's complete. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Back to throw, it's Peppers. Pocket starts to collapse. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the offense sprung a big-time leak, and the quarterback went down.
And when you're throwing the football, you're trying to stop the best athletes in the world from getting to your quarterback. They're going to get there. They're pinning their ears back, get to the QB, get the sack.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And they'll mark this one at the 15-yard line.
What a really good job by the punt team. Listen, you put all your speed, your athletes, a lot of starters are on these teams now in college football, and that's the reason why. You need these guys to go down, make plays, try to tackle these elusive guys in the open field, and hey, even cause a turnover, that's just gravy.
Open space at the 25. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Now they're going to throw it. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans!
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes with the return. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Bunch formation for these receivers. Red pass, it's complete. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
So many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play-action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. The give to the lone running back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. The Ducks in the hurry up. Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake. Trying to get to it. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer, because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
Trying to beat the D deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and fourth down goes by the boards for this offense.
Well, He was confident in his offense. I did not know he was that confident this early in the game. 4th and long. I thought he'd just punt that one away and let his defense take the field. Interesting.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Burkett. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. They want to get this defense on its heels.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter.
USC 7, Oregon 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it. Can't throw the football. Can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Moss. Grabs it in the middle. And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down.
You saw the tight end on a big play there in that last third down. Why not go back to him again here in the red zone? With his size and his athleticism, he is a matchup nightmare down in this area of the field.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. The Trojans come to the line in the hurry-up. Unleashes to the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
You can't hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. This quarterback part of their running game. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, USC. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. That kind of speed behind center is a weapon that almost any defense will have trouble stopping.
No doubt about it, Reese. They need this guy to carry the ball at least 15 times a game because of that speed you just talked about. You just saw what this guy can do out in the open field. There's not a lot of running backs out there that have speed like he does. Man, what a weapon.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. Throws to the back. Finds his man down the middle. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
There were very big expectations surrounding this guy coming into the season. He's delivered week in, week out. With that last catch, he's now got over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
They're going to run it to the right. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. A 3rd and long coming up here. To the air, it's Peppers. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the catch past the sticks. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
They're going to throw it again. Quickly complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Well, after the tackle now, that sets up 4th and 2. And these offenses, they practice for these types of situations. It's not like they just have quarterback sneak in their back pocket for 4th and inches. They've got plays designed to go and get this, David, so it'll be interesting to see if this offense wants to roll the dice.
Yeah, and most of the time, I'm rolling the dice. I'm going to be aggressive. And as a defense, you also know that too. And you're ready. You're not caught off guard by offenses nowadays going forward on 4th down. Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Follows that surge up front. He's got 5 out to the 13.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for him.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. From the gun to give, looking for room. Across the 25, he's got room. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Well, there's the offense trying to take advantage of this running back speed. I like the call. Hand off to the left, to the outside. Put him in space and let him go to work.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. He'll pull it down. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cruz. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Going to the run, it's Cruz. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw. Going for 6. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Well, that was a nice little pitch and catch there.
And when you get in the red zone, you're thinking run, run. The field shrinks. You see the tight ends really come into play in this area of the field. The big body guys that you can fake a little run action, throw them the football for the touchdown.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21.
That makes the score USC 21, Oregon 0.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fair catch called for and made. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the 1st down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going deep. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to throw, it's Peppers. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
21, Oregon, 0.
The Ducks will kick it away to start the second half.
Set to kick off.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 20. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26.
Take over. First and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. What a snag by the defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40. He was hoping for that interception return for the touchdown, but he's brought down at the 27.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times, in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Moving away from pressure. And the pass is intercepted. Looking for more room. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Oregon. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. He then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he did the pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my...
Settled next to the Willamette River, Autzen Stadium is a jewel in the Pacific Northwest, and the flock of Ducks that call it home have made this one of the most challenging places for any team to come calling. A couple of teams trying to stake their claim to being among the best in the country in this top 25 showdown we have in store. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on the winners of 5 straight, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Trojans will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5.
All right, not ideal. Right, not ideal. You're an offense. You want to get a good kickoff return, but you're starting inside your own 10. Now come out, set the tone. Get some high percentage completion. You might not go with that script you had because you thought you might have a little better field position. But you just get some few first downs. Get that first down right now.
I can't say I've seen this strategy before, but they're showing punt on first down. A low line drive and short kick. He's going to get loose. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Wants to throw on first down. To catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And what is this? They're setting up the punt on first down. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Trojans! A great catch and run for 6. He's no stranger to the end zone. His 50th career touchdown grab.
Doesn't matter who's calling plays. Doesn't matter who the quarterback is. You throw this guy's direction if you want to win games. He is a difference maker. He's one of the best in the nation. 50 touchdown catches is incredible.
That's just incredible production and just sustained production consistently week in and week out in the lineup. You know, you're going to throw him the football. You know exactly what you're going to get. What an unbelievable number to hit.
Nothing says my offense stinks like punting on first down. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking for a man, it's Moss. Looking down the middle. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations.
Hey, he fakes it. He's going to throw it. And he grabs it. Got to get to the marker. And they caught the return team hitting the snooze button, and they pick up the 1st down.
Man, that is awesome. That gets the juices going. That gets everybody excited. You work on these fake punts all the time, but you don't call them all the time. But the coach saw something, executed it perfectly, called it at the right time, and got a shot in the arm, get some energy, snap into the up back, completing the pass.
And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
Moves around to clear up the vision. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
They'll try it again from the 1 on 2nd and goal. DB's right up on the receivers. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, USC! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Really unexpected outcome in this ranked-on-ranked matchup. The type of loss, guys, that'll get the attention of even a good football team.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
And on that run, he shows you his speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the 2nd level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires into traffic, picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
The safeties are usually the quarterbacks of the defense. They're getting everybody lined up. They're coming down in the box and making big tackles, but they also do a great job in the back end with their coverage, breaking on the football, getting the big INT.
Back to pass, it's Moss. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
Looking to throw on second down. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. And the Trojans want to crank the tempo.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
A manageable distance on third down as they try to convert from the 20. Wide receiver shows motion. Third down play from the gun. Fires to the wideout. He caught it! And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Trojans trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Will they be able to get that one? Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
USC 28, Oregon 0.
He'll call for the fair catch here. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They'll run the toss. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding him the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. The pull and throw off the RPO. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 28.
The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback checking the play. To the air, it's Peppers. Still looking, on the move. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Quick completion on the out route. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
They keep attacking through the air. He makes the connection. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Here comes third and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Now the play fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. It's caught downfield. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
And the Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Touchdown, Ducks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
The extra point is good, but they're still down 28-7. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Running to the left. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. Looking downfield, it's Moss. Going for it all. And he's got it inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. He tried to make something out of nothing, but there was really nothing he could do on that play.
And I hope offensively that's not going to make them quit on this option play. That's a scheme that really puts the defense in a bind. If I were them, I wouldn't let that play stop them from trying to run it later in this game.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that tackle.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
At the 20, he's got space. They'll bring him down, but not before he put people in the spin cycle.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
The Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. With jet sweep pass. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Moss. Fires to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Running back goes in motion. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He's right on target. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 4th down, going to the air. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. They'll need some urgency to get something on the board before halftime. 11 seconds to go. It'll be 1st and 10. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He's taking the shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This is a hard game and a hard position to play. But if you're the starter at this level, you cannot miss that throw.
No, you can't. And they don't miss that very often. I mean, those are the throws that usually say big plays on. The receiver gets a step, gets open. That's not one that they usually miss.
After the misfire, now on second down. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
And that's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, oh, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
One more snap coming before halftime. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense getting set for first down.
Ringo, get set.
Running back searching for a hole. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On second down, wants to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Dances away to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Quarterback keeps it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And how about the run play on 4th and 3 to 4? A lot of times you see that's a pass play nowadays. They run the football. They stick to what they do well. They know where the first down marker is, and they get the first down.
He'll keep it himself. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Second down.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly on the move. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air. And offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third down, going up top. Throws to the wideout. Fires and picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have two. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Got his man on the right. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
13. Now, a 4th down.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on 4th down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And they gambled in their own end, turn it over on downs, and now the other offense is set up.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly. That time, they had a better play call on. They execute. It's just been that kind of day for this offense.
He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 10-yard line, and what an example of the defense setting up the O.
Not only do they get the interception, but they're able to get a huge return. Remember, this team practices this all week, right? Once they get the interception, they've got guys turning their heads, and they're looking for blocks. They're looking for people to get a hat on down the field. And with that INT, they now flip it. That could be a big point swing in this game.
Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. Snowed under after a pickup of 2. They'll mark it at the 8.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Scanning the field, it's Peppers. Makes the grab. And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Oregon! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The give to the tailback. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. And the Trojans will hustle to the line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense knew exactly where that first down line was, and they stopped him short. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. Using his feet to buy time. And that falls incomplete on 4th down, but wait just a second. There is a flag, and this is a big call. This offense has a 1st and 10. They are flat bailed out by the defensive penalty. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the run. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Feeling some heat. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
At the 40, there he goes. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
USC 28, Oregon 14.
He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. Makes his connection. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That's one of the only ways you were getting back in this game. You had to force a turnover. You still got to score twice at least to get back in this ball game to try to win it. Great stop. Now it's the offense's turn. I need to score and score quickly.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll try the right side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
Man, this offense has been bad. How about the first play? Nowhere to go, nowhere to run, tackle for a loss. Second play, you get your quarterback sacked. And the third play, now we're sitting in 3rd and long, right where this defense wants to get us.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
They're trailing like they are right now in the 4th quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
Dropping back, it's Peppers. They're trying to get to him. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Offense gets set for 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dumps it to the back. Quickly complete.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds his man enough for the first. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The sweet feet buy a little time. He throws one to the left. Touchdown, Ducks! And the comeback is on. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. You just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some win. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. The Trojans headed quickly to the line. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
No, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cruz. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Line getting set on second down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. He's looking to throw. Steps away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.